It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
What we got?
On first down, Nash. He's got a first down past the 30. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. 10 logo.
They'll run on first down. Jefferson. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch 54. Here we go. Team spill. 49. Check 49. Check.
On second down now, Jefferson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On first down, Jefferson. About 3 yards there to the 27.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Whip. Watch the whip. Slam. Hey, watch that. Snap.
On second down, Jefferson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go. 15 line. Go. Hey, echo. X3, 218, chopper.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. 50, plant. 80 weapons. Jumper. Hey, team 6. 52 is the mark, boy. 52.
They'll drop the throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A A 20-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Go to base! Hey, 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 hey!
Quick throw going to be caught by Foster. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Set, ready! Kill!
On third down, it's Nash, and he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Here we go! Orbit! 60 outlaw! Snap! We ain't beginning!
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 46. They'll try the left side. Nash, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son! It's free! Check!
On second down now, it's Nash. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Hey, Haywood! 24 is the mic. Hey. Here we go. 24 is the mic.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Rush in. Check nickel. Recon, 132 fighter. Check 24. Hey, shoot. Look at me, zipper. 22 jet bomber. Mike 52. I go. Speed dribble.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You don't want to know. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Score. Watch the twist. Check 99. Hey. Shoot.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
It's run.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got Burton here. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. 8 read. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, Charlie. Mike spot 4. Now.
They'll look to throw here. And Robinson with a big catch. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. Taking it in as the Bears push further out in front. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and it converted a second time for 6 points.
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Right now, I'm just wondering where they turn on offense, Charles. I know we're not in the 4th quarter, but 2nd quarter haven't scored and struggling to move the ball.
I don't think they abandoned the run game totally, but maybe you change up your tempos. Maybe you go a little bit faster, try and catch them back on their heels a little bit to try and accomplish what you want to get done.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good pickup there of 22.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Nash. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Got an open man. It's Foster. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down now, it's Nash. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Stand up in. Take 4.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Roquan Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. But now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd down and 9 yards to go.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Jim.
Hey, Sam on. Come. Ready?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go. 60 or.
All right. Let's go, B, let's go.
Hey, Oregon.
Watch
5.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And Tate's got it. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, lock it.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
On the ready.
Mike 54. Touchdown.
Hey, Delta. Deep grip.
He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
This is taken around the 12. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Hey!
24 is the mark.
2nd and 9 now. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Like how they started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
58, come on.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
They'll keep it on the ground. Nash. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Matt Hawk now. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Mike 51. Mike, come on.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
On second down, Jefferson. And only able to muster a couple, down to about the 27. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now back to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock. Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Go out. Check, go. Ready.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
We own them. We own them. Go.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And his kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time. Got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
He's crashing.
On second down now, it's Nash, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
He finds his target. It's Matthews. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
58 right there. Let's go. 58's the most.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
58 right there. Mike, 58 right there.
They'll drop the throw. Open man here is Foster. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll try the left side. Nash. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A 2-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and 11.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. They'll set up to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try the left side. Jefferson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Leo! 61, matchbox lights.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The catch made by Miller. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, They have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.